with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And the Detroit Lions. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 16 carries, 55 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We talked about that in previous weeks, sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, he can talk all he wants about, I don't listen to that, and there's no pressure. All we're doing is trying to win games. He knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. 3rd down here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Deontay Harris. Incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But you know, we always talk about how coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in the bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll run. It's Badnewzbola. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through trash. It can make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 45 on second down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Hawkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made back.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Lock working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Lock's pass intended for.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They are just putting things together so well. Here, drive after drive, they really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Jackson's
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
To throw is Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Hooked by Jeff Okudah. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Here's Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for
an incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. Throwing right in, that's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Locke. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Lions 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Second and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Lions 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taking a deep shot here for Harden. That's caught at the 25.
Jackson.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
Jackson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
Jackson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. But he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Locke to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Block now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, it's Locke. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Block. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Locke's pass.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lions 3.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Now this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Jackson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1-yard gain. And the Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Number 83.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Ravens.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens Lions will extend their lead.
The kicker on for the extra.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not
That
mistaken.
does.
Correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Locke trying again after the pick six. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Lions on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
11 yards.
Block now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
Jackson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.